What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Professor Layton in the Curious Village. Got everything done around here, so we're gonna head on into the restaurant. I went in there last time, but I didn't actually do anything, because I went in there on accident. So let's actually go in there, talk to these guys. Still gotta find the cat, but puzzles are more important.
So I hear you two are into puzzles. I can tell. It's obvious from the way you're ogling these coins.
It's just the same nerd voice I've given to, like, 2 other characters already.
You can smell it, can't you? Well, you're right. There's a puzzle in these coins. Have a look.
Will do. Are they hint coins? Can I have them? I'm gonna raid this place for hint coins when I'm done talking to you. Equilateral triangle. In the drawing below, 10 coins are arranged to form an equilateral triangle. The triangle's pointing up right now, but can you get it to point down by moving 3 of the coins? I could probably do it. Move them by moving them. Got it. Those are often quite unnecessary. Yeah. Well, let's move that a little more into place. Let's make it pretty. Alright, well, can you just make it... That's good enough. There you go. That's the easiest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
That should do it.
I think that was the absolute easiest puzzle that we've seen so far. Well, how many figure outs was that? I didn't even see it. It better have been like 5, because that was ridiculous. That was far too simple.
It's just as I thought. You guys are a bunch of puzzle nuts.
Ah, I got a thing.
Same as full of puzzle lovers like you two, but not all of them are nice like me. Watch your back.
Well, alright. What about you? Hey, this is your first time here, isn't it? Crouton? Okay. Well, if you're looking for a warm meal and a hot cup of tea, you've come to the right place.
Strange it should be so empty if the food's as good as you say.
Okay, jackass. Did you just say that to the guy? Hey now, boy, no need to be snippy. That's just how the restaurant business is. There are times when the place is packed and times when things are quiet. If it was always the lunch rush, how would I ever prepare food for the rest of the day? This guy just, like, fucking calmly and logically destroyed Luke. That was hilarious. Like, what an asshole. Why would you say that? And this guy's just like, hey, dude, fuck you. Well, speaking of preparation, got myself a little problem on my hands. You see, I got to divide this 8-quart pitcher of juice into 2 equal portions. Alright, 4 is the correct answer. However, for the life of me, I can't seem to find my measuring cup. I wonder if there's some way I could do it using these 5 3/4 pitchers. Yeah, I know this exact kind of riddle. Just like so many of the other puzzles in this game, they're classic puzzles that I've seen before, or at least seen variations, but I don't automatically know the answer, you know? I have to still figure it out. Hopefully, like I said before, as we get into the later games, maybe there'll be riddles that I've just never seen at all. But as somebody who has always liked riddles and puzzles, I have seen a lot of these before. But yeah, I hate this though. Despite having seen stuff like this before, I always... Ugh. Anyway, we have an 8-quart pitcher filled with juice, an empty 5 and an empty 3. The pitchers are unmarked, and your task is to divide the 8 quarts of juice so that both the 5-quart pitcher and the 8-quart pitcher are each holding exactly 4 quarts. The more I say pitcher, the more I feel like I'm just mispronouncing picture, and I feel weird. Anyway, so I need to divide them into 4. So, if I was doing this on my own, I'd probably think about it, or like try and draw it out on a piece of paper, but to make the LP more entertaining, let's just try by doing. Let's just move it, okay, no sliding, click and click, good. That there. So I need to get them 4 and 4. What if I pour the 3 back into the 8? I mean, that's really my only option here, unless I pour the 3... Unless I pour the 2 into the 3, but I'm going to pour the 3 into the 8. It's the first thing that I thought of. That seems to make the most sense. Pouring... that into the middle one, that would fill that up to 5, and you'd have 3 left over there, and then I would have... That would really... What if I... Because to get 4 and 4, I need to have... 5 minus 1 is obviously 4. So I need to get 1 quart isolated by itself. So if I pour this into here, would that work on getting that? Because there's space for 1 more quart in there. I dropped my stylus. I picked it back up. What if I do that? Okay, there's one. Oh, hold on. Oh. Hey. I did it. Okay.
That should do it.
I did it. Cool.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Awesome. I'll take it. So that's how it's done. Great thinking, thanks a lot. No problem. If I ever have troubles like this again, would you mind if I call on you for help? I got a toaster. Or probably the dog foot. We got a couple. We got a couple of those. Let's put them into place. Yeah. Get that other leg together. And his battery. His heart. He shall be alive soon enough. Anyway, I'm gonna need to rob this place blind. Give me all your coins. Lights out, and rob them. You keep coins in your lights? Interesting. No! I don't want to talk to you again. I want your money. How about his cup? Damn it! Touchscreen is apparently a little, I don't know, like too sensitive. If I click anywhere near him, it makes me talk to him. Maybe my stylus is too big, because I am playing on a 3DS, but I'm using a 3DS XL stylus, because I don't have my stylus for my regular 3DS. Anyway, that's it for this area. Excuse me? The hell was that? Moving on. Hello, there you are again. Anything around here? Coins. Give me the monies before I get the cat. Or maybe a puzzle? That filthy jaw reminds me of a puzzle I once heard. Alright. We do have those fish bones, so maybe we will be able to get Claudia this time. But first, a bottle full of germs. A glass jar holds a single germ. After 1 minute, the germ splits into 2 germs. 1 minute after that, the 2 germs each split again, forming a total of... Total? Yes, total of 4 germs. Continuing at this rate, a single germ can multiply to fill the whole jar in exactly 1 hour. Okay. Knowing this, how long in minutes would it take to fill the jar if you had started with 2 germs? Now, of course, the first thing you'd think of is, 30, but that's definitely not the right answer. And I feel like it's 60? Or it's 59. Because the first germ takes a minute to split into 2. So I guess starting with 2 would save you that 1 minute? I suppose. So it's probably 59 rather than 60, because that 1 minute... Yeah. Because it would have to make a difference. It wouldn't just remain 60. There would have to be a little difference. So I'm going to say 59. There you go.
I think I've got it.
Thank you.
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Anything? Any coins? You're spot on. All right. Yep, that's great. Grime. Oh, we got something in the jar. Painting scrap, gizmo. Oh, painting scrap. All right, sure. Now Luke just has tetanus. That's not really that big of a deal. Any coins? Nothing at all? All right. Get her, Luke. Guard your face. Professor, there she is. Quickly then, use the fish bones. Here, Claudia. Come here, girl. Meow. Get her. I mean, get him. No? Okay. That was easy then. I kind of expected it to take longer. Even though we did have the fish bones, I kind of didn't expect it to work immediately. I expected something else to go wrong, but no, we got her. Fugitive feline. It's been solved. I'll take it. Having successfully caught Claudia, Professor Layton and Luke decide to head to Reinhold Manor. Are you becoming accustomed to moving around and investigating St. Mystere? Why, yes, I am, omnipotent overlord. Thank you for asking. Here's some advice to keep your investigation running smoothly. Some puzzles will disappear from their location in town as the story progresses. What? Okay, so they'll show up here. I was gonna say, they wouldn't make it so that you can just miss a puzzle and never be able to get it. But yeah, you can get it there. Of course, I'm gonna try and get them all as soon as I possibly can. But yeah, that's good.
Something doesn't seem quite right, Professor.
Ah! He's trying to fly away.
Professor, oh, it's simply awful. Come quickly, please.
What's the matter, Matthew? If you're worried about the cat, we've brought her back safe and sound.
Everyone's dead. The cat is irrelevant. Madam would be very happy to hear that. But this is no time to worry about a cat. Just hurry upstairs right this way, please.
Oh, God. Chelmy? So you're the professor, you're the famous Professor Layton, then? The name's Chelmy, Inspector Chelmy. I'm the inspector on this case. Well, I'd hardly call it a case. If this is about Claudia, we've brought her back safe and sound. So is he like Gumshoe for this game? He's got the same outfit, I think, as Gumshoe. Pretty much. He just got the weird mustache and then, actually, like... I don't even want to say anything, because first of all, like, I think maybe a severe case of jaundice, and then some kind of muscular problem that he probably had as a child that he was born with that caused him to have no shoulders. So probably had to have some terrible surgery there, and that probably also made it so that he was unable to build up muscle in his arms, so that's why that's like that. So that's just like a lot of problems. So it's pretty good that he was able to become a detective in spite of those things. Good for him. Anyway. So, what's the case? Murder?
Mama missed you so much!
Yay. She's happy to be back. What's this cat doing here? Why on earth would you bring an animal into a crime scene? Have some sense. It's like the first original voice that I've done. One that I didn't do in Phoenix Wright. It's like a Jason Statham-ish voice. We were out when this crime took place and don't know what's going on. Is it the skinny guy? Did he die? That'd be funny. He was kind of an asshole. There's been a murder, Professor. A man was killed here. Is it the skinnier one? Who was murdered? The victim was a resident of this address, Simon Reinold. Sweet! Simon was... Oh my god. Approximately 2 hours ago, I received a report that a man had collapsed at Reinold Manor. Upon arrival at the scene, it was apparent to me that Simon was already dead. I see, and the cause of death? Ruptured colon from too much... I'm currently conducting an investigation to look into it. I'll just let you know right now, Mr. Layton, I'm looking at you as a potential suspect as well. The rest of the details concerning this investigation are classified. Speaking of the details, who placed the call to the authorities? Are your ears clogged, you deaf? Didn't I just tell you those details are classified? Alright everyone, I'll be taking statements from each of you in the other room. Come in one by one. Allow me to make this clear. Under no circumstances is anyone to leave until I've talked to everyone. Well then, we got a murder on our hands here. Well then, what do you guys think about this whole ordeal? Who do you think did it? Matthew, did you notice any strange characters around the manor at the time of the incident? Maybe like a mustache-twirling, clearly evil-looking man?
Not a soul, I'm afraid. I didn't even know about Master Simon until Inspector Chelmy showed up.
And where is Simon's body now?
I didn't see this, but I was told that the inspector carried the body out shortly after arriving.
I see. What if it looks like, for the moment, we are without a lead on this case?
Ah, but you know I found this in the room where Master Simon's body was discovered.
A gear. Okay, with a hammer and wrench. What is this?
I'm sorry to say I have no idea, but I thought it might be a clue, so I made sure to hold on to it.
Why didn't you give it to the cop? Amazing, it's a cog so small that one could search the room and miss it. I mean, thank you, because I'm definitely better. I'll definitely solve it before him. Look, it has an engraving. Dropped cogs. Multiple?
A small cog. Now that you mention it, I know a puzzle about
An object that almost fits that description. Is now really the time for such a thing? We are dealing with a murder. Thank you, Luke. I agree. But, puzzles prioritize over, murder and finding the killer. Avenging the dead and whatnot. No. Puzzles. Always puzzles. You are holding an 8-pointed shape with a red dot on it. If you hold the shape so that the red dot is in the position shown in Diagram A, and then flip it over, you'll see a black dot as depicted below. Now, assuming you're holding the shape as shown on the left side of diagram B, where will the black dot be when you flip it over? Draw a circle around where you think the black dot should go. Okay. So, with A, when you flip it over, that means that looking at it from the front side, that black dot is right there. So moving... Phone is ringing. Why must you do this to me? Anyway, moving A to where B is, you just move it to the right 3 times. So moving the black dot to the right 3 times would put it there. But then you'd flip it over, so it would be here. Is that right, though? How can that be right? How can it be the same spot that the red dot is on when it's... That doesn't seem like it should be. But that's what I've... That's how it's... Just submit it, see what happens. It seems right, but at the same time does not at all. Oh, okay, well, sure, fine.
Another puzzle solved.
My apologies, but I'm afraid I don't know anything that would aid your investigation.
Not at all. This small gear is more than enough for us to go on. But I do wonder why you're giving this to us.
I believe you're a good man, Professor. I'm confident you will put the whole of this puzzle together.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, Matthew. Hell yeah. I got a gizmo. Let's see if dropped cogs is a thing. Not openly, not right here, so... I think that's just added to mysteries, probably. Anyway, what do you think about it before I talk to Chelmy? What kind of voice did I do?
Imagine a murder in this very house. It brings a chill to my spine, it does. You're a detective, are you not? Do hurry and find the monster that did this.
My good sir, I am no detective. But I agree that your concerns are certainly warranted. No one is safe until that criminal is behind bars.
My sentiments exactly. I just don't understand it. Simon could be snide, but he wasn't the type to be hated. If the criminal was after my brother's fortune, I could very well be the fiend's next target.
You have a point. If we narrow the motive to stealing the Rhino fortune, there are few potential suspects.
Good gracious, you don't think I'd do something like this now? Simon and I get along very well, I'll have you know. He wasn't very close with Augustus, though. You know, all this talk of families has me contemplating a puzzle I once heard.
Of course. So worried I gotta give you a puzzle. What if Augustus isn't really dead? Even though I've played this game before, I legitimately do not remember, so that's just a theory, I'm throwing that out. Is that fucking Chopper? With the hat? It kinda looks like it. Anyway, 6 brothers have gathered around a table to eat dinner. Each of the brothers is prone to fighting with the siblings directly above and below him in age, and can't be seated next to either of them. Also, brothers 3 and 5 got into an argument the other day and refused to sit next to each other. The eldest brother, brother 1, has already sat down at the big table and is waiting on the others to start eating. Can you find a seating arrangement that will keep everyone from fighting with each other? My god. Okay, so he can't sit next to 2. Can he sit next to 6? It doesn't loop, right? It says they fight with the siblings directly above and below them in age. Does that count with 1 and 6? I honestly don't know. So we'll just have to see. I know for sure that he can't sit next to 2. So let's just let's just kind of try by doing. Let's trial and error this shit. Let's just move around randomly and see what happens. Fighting with the siblings directly above and below them in age. 3 and 5 are fighting too. The only requirement here is that they can't sit next to each other, right? Is it next to and across? Or is it just next to? I'm pretty sure it's just next to. So, does that do it? That actually looks... I just randomly put them like that. But that looks like it would be correct. I mean, I don't see how it could possibly be, because I literally just put them there randomly. but I don't see any problems. So I think I actually just fucking did the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life. This is my greatest accomplishment. What the fuck? I just fucking moved them randomly. Now you're all gonna think I'm cheating. I just fucking put them in random spots. I'm like, okay, well, 3, there. No, cause I'm like, okay, he can't sit next to 2, so next option is 3. He can't sit next to 4, he's also fighting with 5, so next option is 6. He can't sit next to 5, so going reverse, now 4. He can't sit next to 3, so then 2, and then... It's actually, if you just go in order logically, that and go clockwise, that's how it would absolutely turn out. My god, I cannot believe that I did that.
Yes, so that's the answer. Yeah, thank you for clearing up that puzzle, but we're still no closer to finding Simon's killer. I assure you I had nothing to do with it, so please go out and find the real murderer.
Of course. I understand your position. It appears I am a suspect too. I'll find out what I can. Now the gizmo, thank you very much.